Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 and stage 4 of the 7 crits in 8 days. If you've missed part 1, well, fortunately for you, I've got a little bit of recap. Let's check out what's happened over the past 3 days.
7 crits in 8 days, which I think is completely stupid.
So, Sunday morning, we're down at Glenvale. I still think there's a chance. I'm giving it 60% chance we're still good to go. 7 crits in 8 days kicked off down at Glenvale on Sunday. It was a damp old circuit. Just happy to get a race in. It was hot from the gun. I managed to stay with the bunch and just chase Brooker's wheel all day. It came down to a 6-up sprint. I didn't have the leg.
Steve, you didn't win. It's disappointing, but that's okay.
We're on to stage 2 of the 7 and 8, where we made the ride down to Dramana to race with the Mornington Cycling Club. Beautiful circuit. I picked up some bonus into points, and then it came back all together down to the Bell Lap, where it went to a 4-up sprint. Jack Marshall took out the win. Sharple second. I'm third. Alex fourth.
Speedy's over it. He's racked it.
And then it was stage 3, individual time trial with Carnegie Caulfield down at Sandown. Everyone was cheating. Everyone looked ridiculous. 20 minutes, full gas, maximum effort. Booker took out the points. Speedy came second. I came third. Nico picked up fourth. Now it's off to Hawthorne Cycling Club. We're up to stage 4 of the 7 crits in 8 days. Hawthorne teardrop tonight for a proper rinsing. I'm not sleeping at all. I'm trying to sneak in little naps, 15 minutes in the day, but it's hard when you're working. Brooker was next level fast. Man, that guy's ridiculous. Tactics for tonight is to try to steal their inters, get some sprint points, because he's going to be hard to beat today. And then tomorrow we're off to Southern Masters at Sandown Racecourse. It's windy. It's real windy. At least it'll be a tailwind home. Can't wait to get this one done. I'll see you all soon.
Last 3 left. Be nice to C-grade when you're passing them. And remember my grumpy rule, hands stay on the handlebars at all times.
I spotted that. There's a lot of panic. There was a big old sigh as we started off for the stage 4 of the 7 crits in 8 days. We are down at the lovely teardrop with Hawthorne Cycling Club on a Wednesday afternoon to do battle with what looks like a really good field, as you see Marco there. And you see the guy in the white jacket there? That's Scotty. He was instrumental shooting some great B-roll here at Hawthorne as well in St Kilda. So thanks, Scotty, for your help. So this is A grade. Meanwhile, Nico and Speedy raced just before this in B grade, and they did really well. And you'll see some short footage later on their race. But yeah, big field down here in A grade, and it was great to see all the riders wishing Josh and myself good luck for the remainder of the 7 crits in 8 days. Now we knew this race was going to be hard from the gun, and my tactic was to try to play it safe and just survive to the very finish. And obviously, if there was a chance for a intermediate sprint, yeah, I'll go for it. But to be honest, I was pretty fatigued after the last 3 races. I probably don't need to harp on about this bottom corner, but no doubt I will. And I actually thought I did okay around this corner. I think it definitely comes with repetition. The more times you do it, the more comfortable you are with having riders either side of you. It also means you know the right lines and how fast you can take it into, and even how many gears you should be shifting down so that you can start sprinting up the hill. You see Joshy Brooker on the right hand side. He didn't make this race easy for me, as he just bumps me straight off that Nostromo's wheel. Thanks very much, mate, for your help. And then, but fortunately I've got a good friend in Max in the rear cam who let me sit in behind Joshy. Now, yeah, straight away the race was hard. 50 kilometers coming into this top corner. It was not an easy race, to say the least, and I think that's due to the size of the field. There are so many people that have the ability to attack, which just strings the bunch out and makes it really, really hard for everyone. Skip forward just a minute or two here, and already you can see there are mini gaps already starting to form whilst we're dropping wheels like Carlton Football Club are dropping games, it is an absolute shambles, but there's no reason to alarm yet. With only 5 minutes into this race, there's plenty of time for it to all come back together. Yes, 5 minutes in, everyone's as fresh as a daisy. Everyone's got the legs, but I tend to think that if you're able to, save a couple of matches here and there early on in this race, it means you're going to have them from when it really, really counts. You can see in the rear cam, there are a whole bunch of riders still left in this field, but I've been the one caught on the front there, so I'm kind of going against everything that I've just said, which is a difficult thing, but that's just the way of racing. Fortunately, there's a couple of extra guys to get on the front, try to glue everything back together. Thank goodness for them. And just when you think you're riding in good posse and things are looking okay for you, you feel the swarm of all the other riders catching up to you, and you've basically gone from top 10 to now almost 5th last. And that can just happen that quickly. If you know the old saying, if you ain't moving forward, you're going backwards. That's exactly what's just happened here. I've lost a couple more places in that corner. I was able to hold some good line, keep some good speed, back on the pedals, punching up to almost 1200 watts in order to stay with the main guys. This race never gets easier as you go on. And sometimes if you're just a little bit more patient and a little bit more switched on than I am here, you're able to pass the majority of the bunch quite easily on the right-hand side. But unfortunately, the bunch shifted to the right-hand side. I was pinched and wasn't able to take full advantage of the peloton there. But we come around this corner, keep a nice fast line, and straight back on the pedals, spiking up to almost 1100 watts to stay with the group. It is not an easy race down at Hawthorne, but it is a fantastic way to get stronger. All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the dropper of the wheel. The main incident takes place right now. Sammy Greenwood on my wheel as we're coming into the start-finish line. Only 11:30 into the race. It's when this little surge happens that I'm not able to stay with it. The legs just don't agree.
Hold the wheel, man. You fucking hold the wheel. Go right after him, mate. Fuck.
I wish I had a better comeback there.
You've got about 8 teammates in this race.
That's the best I give him. You've got 8 teammates in this race. But the good news is for Sammy is the group up the road have all sat up, so it's easy to close. If not for him, or his other teammates can definitely help him out in this situation. But that is the incident. I haven't actually spoken to Sam after it. I hope he's all right. But he's actually riding really, really strong and won a recent Hawthorne. But then we're all back together, so probably a little bit unnecessary, but that's the nature of racing. We all say things that we wish we didn't as we come back round into the corner, hold the line. Max takes it really cleanly through there, and we're back on the gas. Been trying to ride good position, but definitely starting fatigue quicker than I would. But Joshua senses the weakness, and he launches a seated acceleration up on the inside and really starts to put the pedal down, starts to really split the group, as I've got Melbourne's biggest menace, Al Donahue, on my right-hand side here, giving me absolute lip as we come into this corner. I'm always expecting a knee right into my back as he tips the bike over into that corner, and it's this moment there is a nasty incident right behind us, a nasty crash where a couple of riders go down. And Hawthorne have to raise the red flag as they have to, take care for the riders that have gone down. And it was a nasty crash. So they're forced to red flag the race, which means the racing will not continue for the rest of the night. And it's you never want to see it. You never want to see your fellow racers have crashes or injure themselves in any way, shape or form. The yellow flag's out now, and it's only until we get down to the bottom corner. So yellow flag, kind of neutralise, jump off the gas. Some riders don't agree with it. They sense an opportunity to attack the bunch, but Hawthorne are extremely strict and want to care for their riders. So they raise the red flag at this bottom corner, completely neutralise the race. And what I might do is just let this little clip here play out, and you can see what happens real time, where they have to postpone or even cancel the race.
That's very cheeky. Who's that? Who do you think? Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, fuck, red flag. Red flag. Who was it? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, now is the moment where you count heads to see if you knew anyone that's gone down. It's a terrible feeling thinking that one of your mates could have been caught up in that, and unfortunately it was Nick Squilari and Pat O'Keefe that did go down in this race. But, you know, now a few months on, they have both recovered and are back riding again, but we really felt sorry for those boys that did go down in this one. But what does this mean for the 7 crits in 8 days, considering that Nico and Speedy has spent 35 minutes smashing around the teardrop? Well, we only got 15 or so minutes of racing in. Well, let's check out some of their races, and we'll come up with a plan of what to do next.
Where is he? Move up, Nico! Move up! Yes, baby! Oh, good pause, Speedy! Move up, Nico! Move up! Race got cancelled. We're now going to go, what are we doing? 3 laps, bully chop. Just to... Very social. Oh, is it social? Yeah, okay. It's as social as Forbes he gets. On the chute! Yeah. That was harder than the race. Way harder.
Can confirm, was one of the dumbest things we've done in the 7 to 8 challenge, but it was all to make sure that it was even, as Nico and Speedy had done a full race, we hadn't, so we had to do an extra 15 minutes of smash, and I'm done talking about it, so let's look at the results here. Paul Speed and Nico and picked up some tidy points, and Nico and 3 extra points for most aggressive, which does make things quite interesting when we look at the total score here. Brooker and I gave each other a single point for just finishing, I guess. Meanwhile, Speedy's gone up in the rankings, as has Nico. 1st to 4th, it's all there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a wrap for the Hawthorne Cycling Club, Stage 4. Let's talk about Stage 5. I'll get home tonight, it's 8:35. I'll get home tonight around 9. Hopefully a little earlier. Be able to recover a little bit, have some food. And then we're back on a Southern Masters tomorrow, which is, yeah, my favourite race of the week. And we'll see how we go, pick it up from there, then rest day Friday, and then pray that Sunday happens. The forecast is slowly getting better, so we'll see how we go. Stay tuned. What are you doing in there, Babs? Okay, last night was done. Bit of a disappointing result with a nasty crash. Hopefully the guys heal quickly. I don't know how many Ks I've done this week, but it's been well over 300, which for me, with a wax chain, means it's time to change it over, which I'll just do that now. I'm so tired. Haven't really been sleeping. Slept okay last night, but I slept in and was late for work. Fortunately, I work from home, so it's not too bad. Chucking another chain on. This will see me through to St Kilda and all the way to Glenvale. If Glenvale happens, which I think it will. The forecast is getting better each day. Who else runs waxed chains? I think most people do now. It's so much cleaner. A little bit of an upfront cost, but overall, so much better. Yes, I know I need to give this bike a clean, but I'm gonna save that till maybe the day off, which is tomorrow. Thank God. What do they say about these things? You're not meant to reuse them? I do. Done. Having a sleep, Babs? Yeah. 5 days of crits. We're on stage 5 and I'm on my way to pick up Nico to see how he's going. Looking at the text messages, he's in all sorts, and we all of us are, to be fair, but wow, what an incredible I still can't believe we made it this far. So 5 back-to-back days of racing. We've got Southern Masters tonight down at Sandown. Tomorrow is a rest day, transfer day as they say in the World Tour, and it can't come soon enough. Just outrageously tired. You don't sleep, but we're almost there. Essentially 3 more races to go, and that wraps up 7-8. Can't wait. We're about to pick up Nico and Speedy. I wonder how they're feeling. A cracked, buckled Nico is one of the greatest things. Looks good. How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Got a bit of swagger.
I wish I could show you the swagger on display, but unfortunately Southern Masters doesn't allow cameras to be run on Thursday night, so I can't show you any footage from the day, but someone did catch a cheeky photo of us post-race, and we all look very, very dejected. But enough of that, let's get to the interview. Okay, so we've made it to the rest day. It's Friday the 21st of February. If I was to put one word, choose one word on how you're feeling, what would you say, Nico?
Oh, broken would be my word.
Broken?
Yeah.
Tired.
Tired, I'm the same. Just cooked. What was the worst time you've had?
The ride back was grim.
The ride back
It was
rough.
I'm gonna say 2 hours, dark.
You can't see. You didn't know the roads.
I didn't know the
super
roads.
well.
It was
Yeah.
didn't have my glasses. Couldn't see a thing. It wasn't a great time for me.
Mine would be a dead heat between Glenvale, where I had probably the worst race I've ever had, and
Good way to start.
Yeah, good confidence boost at the start. And yeah, the ride back from Mornington was pretty grim.
A bit of a coaching question. Recovery protocols. Yeah, definitely. Nico, what have you been doing?
Yeah, well, this would be disappointing to everyone because I think that I've got some magic recovery protocol.
I need to know.
I think I started like you. I had these grand plans of doing every accelerated recovery protocol known to man at the start of the week, and I'm just too tired.
Just gave up.
I'm just too
Gave
tired.
up.
So, outside of eating a lot more and trying to sleep a bit more, but yeah, nothing really.
There's been plenty of moments during the 7 crits in 8, and we're only 5 stages in. Most inspirational moment.
I think when I attacked the queue is probably.
Do you reckon everyone else would agree with that? All the B graders.
Cell laughed when I remember attacking and looking over at the bunch to tell Speedy not to chase, and Cell was third wheel, and she was laughing, like actively laughing.
Like outward.
Oh, like outward laughing.
That seems harsh.
I'd love to see some of the B graders that are watching this to see what their thoughts were on that
I'm
attack.
sure they were very impressed.
You got one?
I think you definitely issuing a written warning last night.
Yeah.
It just showed how serious we're taking things, and we're not mucking around here. This is once I saw that, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make the most of this.
Yeah.
If
I like that.
if you're issuing warnings,
Getting a pen and paper out and writing a warning.
I
during a
protested.
race.
Yeah.
During a race
took his
was
name and number down.
It was a finger point.
Finger point.
Finger point.
I think
So
it was
that
to
me
Mitch. It was to Mitch from
Yeah.
Hitter. I was like, this is your first warning.
Yeah.
Stop blocking.
From that point on, we weren't mucking around. I thought, okay, let's go. This is real business.
I love that. The different vibe and culture in each race that the club has. We'll start off with Glenvale.
Yeah.
Glenvale's a very...
All business.
Yeah, and I'd say the same, and, you know, tell me if it's wrong. Glenvale and Hawthorne are very serious.
Yeah, business.
Yeah, it's fair.
There's not mucking around. People are willing to go all out to get a win there.
They'll abuse you in a race at Hawthorne.
Yeah, I get every crit. Every crit I'll cop abuse, and
We've
that's
seen
fair
that.
Yeah,
enough.
we have seen that.
They definitely abuse you at Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, they really seem to like people holding the wheel.
Yeah, you don't dare drop the wheel at Hawthorne.
Yeah. You expect abuse if you drop a wheel. If you were to run 7 crits in 8 days again, and we're hoping to do this next year for maybe an actual reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely next year.
I mean, a reason would be good.
Let's get
Yeah, like a reason would be good.
Yeah, just anything. Literally anything.
Could be anything.
Literally.
It doesn't need to be a good reason.
Just a reason.
Just something to tell people when they ask why we're doing it, basically.
We got one from Max Gould. What's been the hardest crit so far? Hardest crit?
I think I'm going to answer first because I think I probably got a different answer to you two because I had a pretty good night last night, so I felt alright. For me, the hardest was Monday, Mornington.
Yeah.
Not just, I mean, ignoring the fact that it was a big day because we rode down there and back, but just the crit itself. It was, you get those sort of, it was not a small field, but there was not a massive field. It was 15 or 20, something like that.
Strong.
And pretty much everyone was strong, so there was no let up.
And we kind of, the expectations were set that we were going to go in there and just...
Maybe that's...
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I think. That's what
so
it was.
hard.
I think it was just because we went in there thinking it was going to be.
Stephen told me it'd be easy. It was real hard.
Be like racing.
They brought the pain.
Yeah,
they certainly did.
Well, once we saw 8 NRS guys at the start, we quickly realised it wasn't going to be a confidence booster.
Nah. That's a wrap. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Adios.
Thanks for the coffee. Alrighty, well that's a wrap for part 2, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that one. A little bit different. I wish we had the cameras for Southern Masters, but it wasn't to be. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and the bell button, because next up, here's a little sneak peek of what's to come. St Kilda Cycling Club on Saturday, and then on Sunday, well, you're going to have to wait and see. I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching. Ciao.